Good morning and welcome back to the show. You're watching Summit Sunrise on TV8 Summit. Joining me here at the Silverthorne Rec Center is Devin Logan, my special guest for the morning. It's a thrill to talk to you. You are a U.S. free skiing team member and Olympic hopeful. We're counting down the days to Sochi. Are you getting excited yourself?
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be a dream come true if I'm able to make the team.
Yeah, well, it's great to have you here now, right now, that you're here. Let's talk about, though, in the events that you're trying to compete in, halfpipe and slopestyle. What are they? How they work?
Well, slopestyle is basically a skate park on skis. You have either 5 or 6 disciplines to hit, and either consists of handrails to jumps or a rail in between. So you get to be unique with your skiing and kind of make yourself different from the other competitors to be known in the judges' eyes. And then halfpipe is Shaun White on skis.
Okay, that's a good way to put it.
You basically want to have 5 to 6 airs in a pipe, and the judges judge you on how high you go, the difficulty of your tricks, and your grabbing and smooth. So
yeah, and I've always heard about routine. So you dial in certain tricks, right, on both disciplines, whether it's slopestyle and halfpipe, and you have to work on that and dial it in. How long in advance did you prepare yourself and for what your routine's going to be?
Well, halfpipe's usually easier because you're always hitting a 22-foot pipe, so you kind of have your routine and know what to expect when you get to a competition. But slopestyle's a little difficult.
You have options.
Yeah, but the course is always different, and there's not one same course, so you kind of get thrown into it right then and there, and you have a couple of days of practice to figure out what tricks you want to do and how to do it well enough to be on the podium. All
right. Now, you've been training pretty hard this year, I can assume, right? What's your training regimen like?
Well, I train in Park City at the Center of Excellence, and just a lot of gym time, a lot of trampoline time, and in the summer I'm on the water ramps a lot practicing my tricks so I don't lose them.
Yeah, and being a free skiing member, you get to use their facilities, right?
Yeah,
for US team?
awesome. We have great facilities there. We have PTs, trainers, nutritionists, like everything at the palm of your hand. So.
Yeah, and it's important to be fit throughout the entire year, you can imagine. And let's go back, though, and talk about your injury that occurred last year, right?
Yeah.
It was to your knee. It sounded pretty awful. Like there's not just one item that was on the diagnosis, I guess. Tell me about what happened.
Well, I was in New Zealand training in the summer for the upcoming season, and I actually won the halfpipe World Cup down there. And 2 days later, I was training for slopestyle and went too big on a jump and felt my knee pop a little bit. And
just a little bit.
Just a little bit, and ended up doing ACL, meniscus, and 2 microfractures done on my knee. So it kind of put me out for a while. It was my first major injury, but once again, the Center of Excellence helped me. I was in PT 5 days a week, the best trainers and everyone looking after me. So the healing time wasn't as fast as I would have liked it with all the injuries, but it worked out well, and I took my time. And
how did you cope with the fact that when it's really settled in, like, wow, my knee is messed up, and it's going to take some time? How did you deal with that?
It wasn't that good on my part. I'm not a patient person, so being on the couch for 2 months and not being able to walk was difficult. But you start thinking about other things you want to do, and it really makes you want to ski harder and just why you love the sport so much.
Sure, and I'm sure you were missing the snow, but it sounded like you filled the time of rehabilitation on getting back to the snow really well. You trained, went to school, and then you studied to also become a FIS judge, right?
Yeah.
And if we don't know, what's FIS, though?
FIS is just what skiing goes under for competition.
Yeah. Well, I was talking to Justine doing PR for you last week at the North Pond, and she was talking that she spelled it out perfectly. The governing body.
Yes.
Yes. All right. I think that's an appropriate title, right? Of international free skiing. The man, right? On who's going to decide who's in, and who's out.
Yep.
So what's that like? So are you qualified as a judge then?
Yeah, I took the AFP course and passed the test, luckily, in my own sport, and was able to sit in on some competitions earlier on in the year, and then they pulled me up to do a lot more. So it gave me a whole new perspective on my skiing and what to look for and what the judges look for, and how to basically perfect my run in my own way, but still please the judges at the same time.
Great. Now let's talk about your own run and what you anticipate on doing and bringing to the Olympics, and also upcoming competitions. You talked about the one going on Breckenridge, the Grand Prix coming in, and you have another one still to do before?
We have 2 back-to-back ones in Park City.
Wow. So what are you planning on doing at those kind of competitions in terms of tricks in your run?
Well, one thing the judges look for are back-to-back spinning, left and right, switch spinning, spinning on and off of rails, grabbing. So basically just putting all those together in one clean run.
Okay, so the Daffies are out these days.
Yeah, no.
No more of those. All right, darn. Well, I guess I'm out of that competition, clearly. And when you talk, that's really impressive when you talk about switch tricks too, going left and right. Switch, of course, we know going backwards. in your routine. So that's very impressive. Anything new that you've been working on that you're going to bring?
I've been working on a couple new pipe tricks, bringing a 900 to my run just to bump up the difficulty because you see a lot of girls throwing that now, and again, right side spinning because I'm a left side spinner, so trying to work on that a little bit more and just trying to go as big as possible.
All right, well, good luck to you in your upcoming competitions
Thank you so much.
on your road to Sochi. Stick around, though. I wanted to still talk to you a little bit more. We're going to go to another break, be back. You're watching Summit Sunrise on this Sunday morning here on TV8 Summit.